Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 59 of Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood. The last episode was shocking in so many different ways. We lost Fu. We lost Buccaneer. Kinda sorta lost Hawkeye in a sense. I don't know if Roy was taken too long. I don't know what transmutation he really needs to do, because we know that the boys and Izumi had to do human transmutation in order to see the Eye of Truth. We didn't see the doctor necessarily do that. I mean, he sacrificed bodies. So I don't know how one transmutes in order to open up a portal. I feel like you have to do a sacrifice. So I don't know if it's the remaining bodies of the failed King Bradleys, if we have to use like Scar, if we actually have to use Hawkeye. Like, I don't know how we do this, but at the end, Roy decided that he was going to become the fifth sacrifice by doing the transmutation to save Hawkeye, hopefully. I don't want her to die. I would hope that she wouldn't die. And, you know, a lot of this show has to do with sacrifices, period. You know, Hohenheim was kind of being absorbed by Father a little bit. And I could totally, like, when Father said, he's like, you know, I'm delaying taking your Philosopher's Stone, but like, you know, like, it's almost like, don't tempt me or I'll take it right now. And then he absorbed Hohenheim, and I saw the red lightning that happens when they use a Philosopher's Stone. And I don't know if that is helping Hohenheim, if that is hurting Father, and like we can't tell. I don't know if that was what Hohenheim was hoping he would do, because I keep thinking about like a Ling greed situation where, you know, you have one inside of the other and, you know, kind of running the show. And I don't know if Hohenheim can puppet Father and whatever body he now has. I don't know if he can influence even deeper with the rest of the souls when he's in there. I don't know if he is just covered by Father, if he's not actually inside of him or not. Either way, that was really horrifying to just see like his head, an arm, and a leg sticking out. Now, both Ed, Al, and Izumi have appeared through the Eye of Truth in front of Father. Al's not responding though. I don't know if Al is caught up somewhere and like maybe he is with his body in the portal. I don't know if something has to happen. I don't know. And I know that Al has been getting disconnected with the armor, you know, as of late, and it's like the bond isn't holding anymore. And I don't know if going through the Eye of Truth was like one of those things that would break that bond. But he's not responding. And I don't think that we're fighting Father necessarily. I know that like Ling said, I think you guys need to jump through the portal. And I don't know if time slows down, if it stops or what, like when they're in the portal. But if they could get in there and do what they need to do, get their bodies back, come out swinging. Like, could you imagine Al with like limbs? I mean, you guys probably can. I am like really excited because I don't think that this show ends with us not getting our bodies back. I don't think that that's a thing, but I do think that there is a cost that we will have to pay, which is, you know, losing Father, not losing Father. I hate that I keep saying that, losing their father, Hohenheim. If we lose Father, I'm okay with it. The only homunculus that I'd be really sad to lose is Greed. But Bradley, you know, he fell from a high height. Now, we know that his body, it's not invincible. It ages just like any other body, and I don't think that that drop is necessarily good for his body. I don't think being in water is good for his body, so I do think that that's going to help weaken Bradley a little bit, but I don't think he's dead. I don't think he's gone, and we haven't seen Pride in a hot second, so I'm sure Salim's creeping around a corner just waiting for his opportunity, probably when there is an eclipse happening. Oh, goody. We also told the news to Olivier that Buccaneer and some of her men died defending the gate by Bradley. that we have a homunculus on our side. But she definitely didn't take time to weep. And I think a lot of her strength that she gathers is from taking those emotions and pushing it into something else and pushing herself forward. She wants to find Izumi. I thought that was fantastic. And then she's like, Mr. Sick, come join us. And that makes me happy. Him and Armstrong kicking ass together makes me happy. Now, I do worry about every single one of them, and losing one of them, that would make me incredibly sad. So we also have, I can't think of his name, but he's the sniveling little baby that thought he was going to get an immortal life and that all of his soldiers would live on inside of him. And, we saw in the episode prior that they all were just like, we're not part of this anymore. And then we also saw, Ling kicking ass in Greed's form outside defending the gate and taking it down. And, that was special. The music was so epic. The look was epic. I'm so in. And, I'm talking about all these things that are happening and there's Grumman that's out there with Miles somewhere. We still have people that are out there that can come in and help when we think things are looking very dire. So I am so excited to get into this episode and the next 2 episodes, which I will be watching today. So it's coming to a head. 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. 6 more episodes. Then after today, I'll have 4 more. So I just realized I'm not wearing my engagement ring. I'm going to go grab that. And in the meantime, you move on to the reaction. All right. Let's go. I'm going to go get my ring. Okay, so I thought that was Father in that little opening with the teeth, and I now very much after the last episode realized that was Greed. Oh, here we go, Roy.
Colonel, please don't sacrifice everything for my sake.
But he loves you.
But you will do it, won't you, Mustang?
Actually, if he decided not to, it would ruin everyone's plans. What's happening?
All right.
Oh, I thought he was looking up. I thought something was coming out of the ceiling.
All right, Lieutenant.
Oh.
I won't perform the transmutation.
Good job, Roy. Oh yeah, mouth agape.
What do you...
Oh. Was it Lun Fun? I'm listening to music. I was like, is that Lun Fun? Is that May? What is happening?
Oh, yeah, we're grateful.
The chimeras.
Let me show you just how grateful we are.
No, God.
Just listen to me! Without me, you can never save the woman!
Where's Marco? Oh, May! Okay. May.
Philosopher's Stone!
I don't really want her to use it, but she could definitely help Hawkeye.
Come on, stay with me.
Oh, I'm so happy you didn't do it, Roy.
Lieutenant!
Turn around! Thank you, Darius. Oh, is it attracted to boots? How is this just keep hitting feet?
Stay with me, Lieutenant.
Oh, wait, she doesn't need it to save Hawkeye. I know, sweetie. You are such a good heart.
I've stopped the bleeding for now, but she still needs to see a doctor.
Thank you. I owe you one.
Yeah, you do. Oh, you're so stinking cute. I'd say go get your Philosopher's Stone, but I don't want that in you.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't speak. Just rest now.
Kiss!
I know that glare. It means use human transmutation, and I'll shoot you.
You know what? I didn't need a kiss. I needed that right then and there. They know each other so well.
The stone!
Oh, girl, you really don't need it, though. No. Serious? Is it Bradley? Fudge!
His wounds aren't regenerating.
Because he only has one
It's
soul.
been quite some time, eh, Colonel Mustang?
Indeed it has, sir. I'm afraid I'd be lying if I said you were looking as good as ever.
Yeah, fair. You look like shit, dude. Wakey, wakey. Oh. He just casually looks over, swims to a hole. He is superhuman. I don't think that water is good for his wounds either. Probably an infection. Huh.
But apparently there are those like you who can learn, who can change. That's one more reason why I can't stand you humans.
Yeah, you're so full of rage and
It
wrath.
infuriates me when I can't predict how you'll behave.
Yeah. Get him, but don't get him. Scar, take him out.
What's wrong?
He's under us. Their leader's still down there somewhere.
No! I won't let you interfere with him!
You're not going anywhere.
Oh, shit. Was it Pride? It's Pride. Traveling through the pipes. Yeah. He's gonna come help his dad. Father and dad. Oh, man. What an entrance. You little shit. Oh! Stop him! Oh! What did Bradley do with the Philosopher's Stone?
That's the kind of man I brought you up to be.
What? Really, Pride? Why? Oh, wow.
Well, Colonel
transmutation
Mustang,
circle.
Looks like you're our fifth.
But he didn't see the Eye of Truth. Yeah, okay, I've been waiting
looks
for the
like the
damn eclipse to
eclipse has
happen.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Look at that. Wow. Oh, I'm so ready for Scar to whoop some ass.
I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to resort to this, but there is no choice.
But to
We have
force
run out of
him.
time now.
You're gonna
Whether
force
you
him to
like
do
or
it.
not, we're going to force you to open the portal.
Damn it.
Pride has just assimilated an alchemist who possesses knowledge of human transmutation.
Assimilated. Holy shit. Holy crap.
I wonder, what will be taken from you in exchange, Mustang?
What will they take from Roy?
Right about now, the good colonel should be joining our father. Although, I can't vouch for his physical well-being.
Yeah, what are we gonna see when he comes through that portal?
That crazy doctor guy said that he wouldn't let us interfere with him, right? So I'm guessing Bradley doesn't want us to go down there either.
So that's the center.
It must be. That's where the chief felt the strongest.
Bust a hole in it. Come on, Scar. Oh god, Roy being here is just, what is Truth gonna take from him? I hate it. I hate those smiles. I hate that teeth. The only one that I like it on is Gluttony. Oh, Roy, baby, I'm so sorry. Just gonna poop out of Roy. Literally.
I wish we could say that makes all 5 of the required sacrifices, but Alphonse Elric has not arrived yet.
Yeah, where's he at?
You okay? Say something.
Fullmetal?
His eyes? Did they take his eyes?
Fullmetal. I don't know how you can expect to see my condition when it's this dark in here.
What do you mean?
Took his
So
sight.
dark, pitch black. Where are the lights?
Lust was talking about his eyes. I thought it was the darkness. They took the light.
You're by far the most troublesome of the state alchemists we've dealt with. I think it's fair to say you've had this coming.
Pride is falling apart.
If he'd done it of his own volition like we did, that would be one thing.
Uh-huh.
But
he was forced.
To force someone to participate in human transmutation against his will, and then steal his eyesight, you think that's justified? That isn't a truth I'm willing to accept!
Good for you, Ed.
You plan to interfere with Father's plans?
Oh, okay. All right, okay. All right, okay, okay. Okay. More, please. Feed Mama. I want some more. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Tell me, you go by Scar. What's your real name?
I have none.
Oh.
What a coincidence. I don't know my real name either. It's almost poetic. Two nameless men fighting to the death.
I mean, yeah, it almost actually is. Come on. Give Mama the good stuff. Do not end the episode right here. Don't do it. Oh, they're flashing back and forth. It's gonna happen, isn't it? Oh, I totally thought it was gonna end right there.
Please wake up, Alphonse! Come on, you have to! Say something!
Your future wife is
Alphonse,
crying. Help her. Oh! Hey, buddy.
That's my body.
How do we get you back in there? Can we get his body back this way?
Welcome home, Al.
Is it a trick? Uh-huh. Is it truth?
I can't fight in a body like this, but everyone else is fighting.
You don't want to become one with me again?
No, it's not that.
You'll die.
I just can't right now. That body isn't strong enough.
You want to go back there?
He'll be back.
You want to go back in that body?
He's got to save everyone. I love Al so
and
much.
I won't stop you.
Both Als are just absolutely phenomenal. Oh, God, Al, you superhero. Tell him you'll be back.
I'm sorry. I'll be back. Just wait a little longer. I promise.
He will be. I promise.
He left behind the body he had searched for so long to go and help his friends.
Isn't that an Alphonse thing to do?
My valiant, noble soul. As your vessel, I am very proud of you.
I know, me too.
But my Alphonse.
And now, all five are here.
Okay, that's a better way to end that episode. I know everybody, loves for me to be just exasperated at the end. I need a minute. Anyway, that's a lot. That's a lot. They could have ended it with Scar and Bradley, and I would have been like, oh, you jerks. But then they gave me Alphonse. Oh, favorite character. Absolute favorite character. Okay, let's talk about it, because I need therapy. Okay. I like the fake out that they made you think that Roy was going to do the human transmutation. And I was like, human transmutation on whom? I was a little, obviously it would probably have to be Hawkeye to save her, and he'd have to give up her eyes. But because we already know human transmutation doesn't work well, that probably wouldn't have ended up well, because we saw what happened to Goldtooth Doctor. Rats. Oh, what a shame. Man, May is MVP. May saving Hawkeye, I was just like, oh my God, she's going to get the Philosopher's Stone, and then she's going to do, she's going to save Hawkeye. I forgot that she could just kind of save Hawkeye without having to have a Philosopher's Stone. Like, she can't heal her completely, but like she can stop the bleeding like she did with Marco, like she can still help in that scenario. It doesn't mean that Hawkeye is going to be back at 1,000%, but at least she could, give her more time. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want May to use that Philosopher's Stone because I don't know what that would do to her. Like, if she's already freaked out about the rancid chi and like how it's making her feel, like the immortality of having a Philosopher's Stone, I think her sweet little heart would just be broken inside, having any sort of voice inside of her. And I don't know if everyone can hear the voices like Hohenheim, but, I think with her empathetic nature, she might. She might still be in a position where she does that and has immortality, even though the doctor kind of made it seem like they put out like propaganda to make people think that there was a promise of immortality, and that was going to get them to, come to Central and, I don't know, possibly do human transmutation. But if you have the promise of immortality, you don't know any of this is going on or any of the background of it, then you might just be like, yeah, I'll do anything, and cause them to go through the portal, and then they are your sacrifice. But fortunately, the two people that were seeking immortality wouldn't do that, I don't think. Even if it gave them immortality, I think they know the cost of it now, and it's not worth it. I guess. I don't know. I mean, Ling did it, but he became a homunculus. It's not like Ling became immortal as just Ling, like there's somebody else in there. Ling being in charge and being immortal, like maybe might bring peace to all of the Empire. I'm not sure. I feel like he would want everybody to be happy, including like May's family. But, we saw Lan Fan fighting with May, so I don't know if that's even true. I could be totally making that up. Okay. Tangent, total tangent. Scar and Bradley, yes, please. Yes, please. As much as I would love to see like Alex and Sig kind of come together to like be muscle men to like duke it out and fight everybody as a team, I would really like to see Scar and Bradley duke it out. And I do think it is poetic that they're two people that, no longer have names. Scar willingly giving up his and Bradley never knowing his, which is actually kind of sad for Bradley, that he never really had anything. He didn't have a life. He didn't have parents. It's just his whole existence was Gold Tooth Doctor and all the other, Bradley wannabes, or it's not really fair. The rejected Bradleys. And I do think that what's interesting is that, the doctor thought that just because those soldiers were loyal to him because of how he raised them and was a parent to them and taught them strength and everything, that he kind of forgot about the chimeras that he created. And that was what took him out, was a chimera. Kinda. Technically, it was a homunculus named Pride. But like, that's where he went wrong, was that he created other things and beings that he did not take care of, that he didn't have empathy for. I don't know if he had empathy for the Bradleys or not, but, he didn't care about the chimeras. The chimeras were not a concern for him. And they knew it. And, the sacrifice that we are seeing of the chimeras that, I thought Roy would be willing to sacrifice himself to save Hawkeye, but, oh my God, that moment between the two of them when she's like, you saw my signal, and he's just like, yeah, if you do human transmutation, I'll shoot you. He knows her very well. I was like, now kiss. I actually just think that this is their love language. That's just how they talk to each other. And that was very much two people that were in love with one another. And him going through the portal and losing his eyesight immediately when he said Fullmetal with a question mark. Everything from Lust talking about his eyes, and I thought she was talking about the darkness in his eyes, like the evil that was there that could be if he continued down the path that he was going, full of like revenge and anger. I thought that that's kind of what she was talking about, but immediately it clicked, and I was like, oh my God, he can't see. I thought he wasn't going to have eyes. So I would just say that, like, thank you for just making him blind with a cast rather than like gaping holes in his face. I thought they were going to be like, pluck, we're keeping these. That would have been horrific. So glad that didn't happen. But I do think that like either at the end he gets his eyesight back or he doesn't. But either way, he was forced to do it. It wasn't something that he was willing to do, that he was a participant in, that he wanted the results from. And I think Ed's right that like that's not a correct truth. So like whatever the portal of truth is, like it doesn't really care about what's real and what is actual truth, is that it saw something that maybe somebody coveted, like a vision for the future, and said, yoink, taking that away from you. You know, that's heartbreaking. Now, of course, Al, my beautiful, beautiful Alphonse. Oh my God, I'm going to start crying. I have to stop. I have not wanted nothing but that beautiful soul to get their body back. From the beginning, like even when he's angry, he's passionate. Like there's no real anger that comes from him until like, it's like always be really afraid when a gentleman like becomes violent because he's reached his breaking point, and that's our Alphonse. And, you know, he was not taking any shit. And, you know, Ed's always said that, you know, Al was the better fighter. And we know this, but he can't fight in that body. You know, he'd come through the portal of truth naked and skinny and not strong and not being able to fight the way that the suit of armor can. And I think that Alphonse understands that. He does. He totally gets it. Both of them do. But if they don't win, then that Alphonse is like lost for forever. Ugh. I'm like, wait. So Ed's like, you know, arm and leg are just kind of floating out there, because if we use the same logic that Al's body is waiting at the door of the portal of truth, like, is there like just like an arm and a leg like waving around waiting for Ed? Is there just a uterus waiting for Azumi? So does that mean that like does that mean Roy's eyes are just floating somewhere? I hate when my head lets the intrusive thoughts come out, because I'm just like, no, wait a second. Picture this. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. It's dark, but fun. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to get in the next episode. I'm so happy that I get to watch it. I think that's going to probably leave me with a worse hangover. Yes. But that's going to leave me with a worse cliffhanger, because, you know, we have to see kind of, I don't know what happens with May down here. Alphonse waking up. Like, I was like, Alphonse, the love of my life, wake up. Like, I'm just like, it's your girlfriend, May. Roy, Hawkeye, kiss. Come on. Give us some action. And then I'm like, give mama the goods. Like, let's see this Scar Bradley fight, because dope. So dope. So we have a lot that's still hanging out there. Greed and Ling. And I mean, Pride is with Father. Bradley is fighting Scar. We have Dr. Marco somewhere, Grumman somewhere. We also have Miles with Grumman somewhere. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Grumman, G-Man. I'm just gonna start saying that because I'm pretty sure I'm just driving you guys all crazy with my pronunciations of things. He's not on the show frequently enough for me to remember his name. Not to say that he's not important, but if he was really important, he'd be around a lot more. It's all their fault. It's not mine. Just kidding. I 100% know that is me. That is my problem. I'm the problem. It's me. Couldn't resist. Anyway, if you want to watch full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to 3 episodes early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. First of all, shocked at the beginning that Roy was like, no. And I'm very proud of him. Very, very proud of him. Because, like, I was like, you know, he would sacrifice in order to save Hawkeye. But, like, he also knows that if he did that, Hawkeye'd be like, now what have we talked about? Are you kidding me? Yeah, like, I'm very proud of Roy. I'm very proud of Al. I'm very proud of just everybody. Absolutely everybody. Well, you know, besides, like, the people we want to beat. But I'm especially Ed, like, realizing like what happened to Roy and just kind of being like, that's not my truth when it comes to that matter. Absolutely not do I accept that truth. I'm very proud of Ed, and I'm very excited that Al is now awake But I do worry that puts him in a position to, again, be one of the sacrifices. I don't know if Father's going to spit out Hohenheim or what, but... And the eclipse is happening. So there's so much that's going down. I don't really know what to expect. I think if the eclipse happens, Pride's going to have to skedaddle, but I don't want that to happen because I feel like he would kill everybody that's in the shadow as a blood sacrifice. So I'm kind of hoping that we can somehow defeat him before then. And we did see the little pieces falling off of him. So he is starting to deteriorate. Maybe him and May can fight over the Philosopher's Stone. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Wah! That was my best May. Sorry. I need a hand on my shoulder when I do that. All right, guys. Come back here for the next episode. I am super excited to get into it. You have to wait, but I'm going to watch it. So, see ya.